Well, hello, crew, and welcome back to Mush. Today, we are going to be Terrence Archer. Don't be fooled by his appearance. Terrence is amongst the most agile crew members, albeit mentally. Next generation robotics and UAVs are his bread and butter. I've never actually been Terrence Archer before, so this is going to be kinda new to me. I am number 7 to wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of us in here. Somebody in the med lab and somebody in the refectory. Let's see who's awake. We have Paola, Janice, Chow, Ian, Raluca, Gioeli, and me. Okay. And actually, before all of that, let's go ahead and level him up. I only have 131 experience, which is quite unfortunate. But it should be enough to get him, ouch, only to level 2. 76 experience, actually level 3, okay. I don't need shooter. So we're a pilot, a technician, and a robotics expert. We start out with a drone plan, we can upgrade drones, and bonus points, blah blah blah. We get 1 repair action per day, chance of success on repairs doubled, chance of fixes doubled, blah blah blah. And we can fly, which is always useful. Hello, Janice. She says hi. We have hostile vessels out there, 6 hunters. Down to 92 haul already. It's day 1, cycle 6. That's kind of late. And the day to only have 7 people up. Let's see. They recharge somewhat through time. Look at the timer. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Casual game. Blah, blah, blah. So, wow, they're having a huge conversation back and forth without actually replying to each other. That is bullshit. Tons of messages. Is nobody replying to each other? Wow. Such a cluster in chat. Now, does anyone know what the reply button does? I'm going to be kind of an asshole about it because this is ridiculous. What was that? 20-some messages even though it only said 6 to actually scroll through? Good lord. So I think I'm on a ship filled with a bunch of new people. This is kind of scary. Let's go ahead and get some things set up. Dirty thread. Set this out front. Favorite me. The dirty thread. Tell us why you got dirty. Tell us why you got dirty. And when you shower. Or we'll probably kill you. This is not a drill. Actually, I'll just put this is not a joke. Because it's not. If there's new people on here. Let's see, Ian says hello. Chun says, hey Ian, how are you? I'm gonna end up being the asshole on this ship, I can already tell. We need the favorite thread, or the dirty thread. Favorite me. Skills thread. And I don't know why Control-Enter is not fucking spacing my chat out. This chat system sucks. It shows that it does, but it's not. Skills thread. I noticed that on one of my last ships. Skills thread. Tell us what skills you have. Tell us what skills you have. It's always nice to know what people are talented with and where we lack. So let me put both of these in favorites. And I start out with a full bar of movement points, but I'm disabled. I get 2 less AP during conversions. However, I can freely move about the ship if somebody is standing in a room, because they will push me out. Because this crew works together. I need 4 scrap metal and 1 plastic scrap. Wow. We've already got the apron here. Nice to see you, Chun. Mush samples in here too. Banana trees. Okay. Somebody's active. Who's been coming and going? I think it said something about GOLEO and Chun woke up 2 minutes ago. There's 8 of us. I thought she might have been awake for just a bit. Who is? Yeah, GOL. No, Reluca dropped the apron. I might as well pick up Schrodinger and get that morale boost right away. On some ships, I'll tend to save the cat and that AP or that morale boost until I absolutely need it. But I have a bad feeling about this ship. Janice has Shrink. Ooh, Chun. Mankind's only hope, Nurse, and Premonition. Ian has no skills. Chow has Shooter. And Paola's dirty and has Radio Expert. That's good. That's great. Let's favorite this one. And as for me, I'm a robotics expert, a skilled technician, and one of the best damn pilots you'll ever see. Chun says, you two Terrence, look like this would be a good ship. We're all getting to know each other in the lab. Hopefully people will vacate it soon and not die here. Giolelli says hola in his own thread. I'm going to be nitpicking about that. It's my OCD, because the more messages in here, the more messages that are going to repeat and duplicate and clone themselves and drive me crazy while I try to read this. Anyways, I don't think I'm actually going to leave this room just yet. There's still 2 hours until the next cycle, so whenever I come back, hopefully people will be a little bit more spaced out, and I can use them to get, actually, I could get to there for free, so I go 1, 2. You know what, we're going down to a dorm while somebody's in here. It's unlikely that anybody will go AFK in those rooms. Reluca's here. She has technician and physicist. That's good. Me and her might be able to tag team Pilgrid. Got 6 hunters. I don't have enough AP to fly out there. I'd have to spend 4 AP just to take off and land. And there we go. There's no soap or anything in here. We're just gonna curl up on the bed and lie down. Chun replies, mankind's only hope, Nurse, and I can have a premonition, but it gives her a terrible headache. Premonitions can be useful in rare cases, namely if you suspect someone has just transferred. She can use a premonition and see if they actually did. Other than that, it's really unlikely that you're gonna catch a mush with the very last action they did. Chow came through here earlier. So yeah, whenever we return, I'll most likely be jumping in a ship and flying out there to shoot down some hunters. Because besides, I need the scrap metal anyways. Well, hello crew, and welcome back to Mush. It's now day 1, cycle 7, and the whole crew is awake. We have finished anti-spore gas, and I have too much AP. I need to go spend some of it. All of the hunters have been shot down too. Jin Su entered, Freida entered. Let's see what's going on. Finola goes, why is Reluca in the med lab? Don't know, she's just resting to regain her AP. Hopefully nobody else is in there, and yeah, she's still in there alone. Like every ship, nothing but brain dead Relucas, Alicia says. Let's wander around randomly and then sleep in Bravo dorm. Chun goes, if she doesn't move soon, I think I'll kick her out of bed. Chun needs her AP quicker than this. And Chun is a gold player. She has at least a decent amount of skills. Actually, I don't think a gold Chun matters unless she has lethargy. Most of her skills are kind of passive, I believe. Alicia says, for those of you with Astropad, blah blah blah, Chun made one. All the titles have been assigned. Jin Su says starve, and Alicia goes, "No, you're not, Ginny Poo. You just woke up." Jin Su goes, "Ginny Poo, I will neither forget nor forgive this grievance." And that's the dictatorial captain we all know and love, sir, yes, sir. So what's the objective here, Jin Su asks. Not exactly good coming from a captain. Finola chimes in, ultimate goal is to reach Eden, not so ultimate to reach Soul, and without Mush as aboard, of course. You don't have to kill all of the Mush. There is a serum or a cure that you can make to heal one of them. Even though you have to basically out the Mush without them knowing. The Mush can't surrender and take the serum on their own. I don't know, it's complicated. Alicia says to have a big sexy space party, that's the goal. And apparently Steven has been doing a whole bunch of stuff. Moving items around, going to different parts of the ship. Someone also took out a fuel capsule. If they put one in the combustion chamber, they didn't say. Freida writes a story. First of all, I would like to say, hooray, I'm alive, despite more cryo sleep than you can shake your fist at. Furthermore, I would like to point out that I am 1,133 years old. I am definitely your elder, and you should respect me. Finally, I need my sleep if I am to be scanning planets, and all the beds are taken. This is a conundrum. Roland goes, let's hope that Paola has the logistics expert skill. I don't think she does. Looked for it in the lab. Yeah, she's either level 1, she's bronze, or she hasn't bothered to level up yet. Chun says, looks like we got a nice ship here. Let's get this party started. I agree. I don't know how many people are active. There's still 3 in the lab, I think. Everyone else is kind of out and about. And I have to decide what I'm going to spend my AP on. I could go try to dismantle the shower. Janice says she needs some food, and she probably does because the tutorial. I guess they start out starving, that's why they die quicker. Freida says, astrophysics thread, post your planet findings here. Let's favorite that. I saw an inventory thread too. Here we go. Let's favorite that. Don't really care what's in the inventory. And damn, there's a lot of messages. The Nexus projects, let's favorite that. Threads are coming together. Everybody's made one. All crew members have earned 3 morale. Alicia made the connection early, apparently, whenever there was only an 8% chance. My morale is almost maxed out, and shy too. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just starting here, guys, Janice said, so I'll need a bit of guidance. Right after she posted that, I posted a favorite thread for newbie tips for basically anybody to ask questions. That way everybody can chime in and kind of help. Chow says, doesn't she help people when they are sleeping? Because, yeah, she told her to stay in the dorms and help with people's morale. Hua killed 3 hunters. And there we go. Let's see what's going on in the favorites thread. Yep, the tips thread. Basically helping Janice learn how to play. Chun wrote a bunch of information explaining everybody's roles. That way Janice will know what's going on. The skills thread. Let's see, Janice just started out. She only has a shrink. Chow is a shooter. Who is a pilot. Finola is a biologist and a medic. And she can level up to get nurse if the ship will prove good going. Otherwise she's going to hang on to that XP. Roland is a pilot and a shooter. Alicia is a tracker, observant, IT expert, and determined. Damn. She's also a badass journalist you apparently do not want to fuck with. Alicia, I want to, but the developers have not implemented that. There is no same-sex relationships on board the Daedalus. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's something to do with Neuron. He put something in the air. The research thread, wow. They knocked this out. Micro-alarms are already at 37%. Wow. Okay. I'm not interested in reading about the research thread. Basically, people are arguing whether or not you should research quickly, or whether you should give the Mush a chance, and not research before they're selected. Let's see, Steven's dirty in the gardens. None of that I'm really worried about. I'm not mush hunting yet, unless somebody's really suspicious. We are apparently researching quantum sensors because the other choice is hydroponic incubator. Young plants grow twice as quick, and rerouted charges. I agree, quantum sensors is most definitely the best choice. Now, the inventory thread. None of this is important. Most of the stuff, I think, was already moved to Icarus Bay by Steven. I could be wrong. This is the Astropad. No, he's just moved some stuff. This is the Astropad list. This is what it generates if you use it. The only thing is, I don't know how Astropad works. I think you have to manually update it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so first up, we're going to get up. We're going to flirt with Finola. And I need to spend 2 more. Let's go into the Nexus and do a little bit of research in there. Because I think by the time I wake up, I just don't want to waste any AP. Quan T is in here. He is just a designer. He really shouldn't be just camping in here. Quantum sensors. It is now 33%. Pretty sure we have a Nexus thread. 33%. That way at least people know it's been relayed. Quanti, you better get your ass to a dorm or something. At least until Myco alarms are finished. Not that it really bothers me, but some people would look into killing him, and I'm going to sleep. Good. My bed's still open. I'm a bed whore. I will always rush for a bed when possible. Anyways, I'm going to end this cycle, and whenever we return, it will be day 2. Let's hope that none of the mush are crazy suicidal and right out of the gate just start murdering people. This could be a good ship. Well, hello crew and good morning. It's day 2, cycle 2, and amazingly enough, no one is dead. I have full AP and full MP, so let's see what we can do. First though, I need to find out what's going on in the ship. Let's see, Magebook Diplomat found in rear alpha. Is Freida active? Chun's gonna stay in the lab so that people can do research. They're telling Janice to go stay in a dorm. We lost our connection to Soul. Probably I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope it's Xylov. Reluca wakes up and crawls out of bed like a cat. And then Paola took Chun's bed over. That's just lovely. That's right, I needed to break down the shower. Oh, good. Reluca broke down the shower. The tube is in Bravo Bay and she's dirty from dismantling the shower. Took tube instead of soap with me. Can't wash. If you're working on the engine, why not stay dirty and wait for relays? There's a camera down there for her. So the tube is in Bravo Bay. I guess I could grab that. I need to find out where the blueprints are. Blah, blah, blah. Please report any suspicious activity to Chun or Elisha. Okay, where is the Swedish sofa blueprint? Rear corridor, extinguisher, Alpha Bay. Really? I've got... That's bullcrap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna bother reading the rest of the chat right now. This support drone blueprint, let's drop that. I'm probably not going to have the scrap metal for it anytime soon. The scooter's in here, but I'm not going to need it. Yeah, and I don't have any scrap metal. So it's not like I can actually build the sofa if I take it up there anyways, but I think anybody can build it. I'm really debating whether or not I should use the my action points for this, or if I should fly out to space and collect scrap. I think I'm just going to fly out to space and collect scrap. If I have enough AP left over, which I seriously doubt, we'll collect all that stuff and then go build the sofa. But this is one of the few chances I've got early on to actually collect a bunch of scrap, because it just gets harder from here on out. Yep. Come here, Pasiphae. I still have 2 technician points. I actually lost 1 on day change, so I thought that this would roll up to maybe, I don't know, 4 or something. Plastic scraps, space capsule. I really hate using all my AP for this. Space capsule. Okay, we'll land. And pick this up. I'm gonna take it with me. Pick you up. Run you to one of the dorms. What do we got in here? In fact, let me go ahead and put that in this thread. Alpha Bay 2. It has metal scraps times 2, plastic scraps, plastic scrap, space capsule. Okay, so what do I need to do? Go to Alpha Bay. See, I can move in here for free, because then somebody can push me out. We have Hua in here, there's that. I'm gonna drop the space capsule. Pick you up. Say, I might be able to get this built. The problem is I'm most likely going to run out of MP. So I can drop my radio here. Which I hate doing that, but I'm not going to be without it for very long. I'm not sure if you permanently miss messages if somebody talks while you don't have it. Got that. So can I build this? No, it takes 3 AP. Son of a gun. Say, I'm tempted to not go any further, but I think there's somebody in this hallway here. Jin Su. He's not dirty, he just has leadership. Okay, there's Paola. She's dirty. That's kind of surprising. How did she get dirty? I'll have to find out if she reported getting dirty. There's Shioeli. I don't have any AP to do anything about it. But a comms officer who's dirty is not much of a comms officer. Pretty worthless, actually. Can't use the terminal, can't do anything. And if I'm lucky, whenever I get down here, my bed will still be open. Okay. Tempting to take those gloves, but I'm most likely not gonna need them. Okay. So moved all the parts needed for the sofa to the bridge. No AP to build it, however. Okay, let's see what else is going on in this chat here. We have 13 messages. The dirty thread kind of blew up. Alicia got dirty removing the fuel capsule in the engine room. Looks like it was put there by Paola. Paola did not load fuel until we were ready to move. That's probably why she's dirty. Jin Su says he's holding on to the hacker kit. Should be Chun. Jin Su says I sense a power struggle coming. Yeah, Paola got dirty from putting fuel in. She just wanted something to do. Yeah, if you want something to do, wash up, build up AP, and start working a lot on the comm center. Paola must be really new. And most likely she's following the little tutorial tips over here that are completely worthless. Blah blah blah, micro alarm 54%, quantum sensors are at 46%, and that's really it. Whenever we return, I don't really know what's going to be going on. I would like to, at some point, upgrade my drone. I might have enough scrap for it now, but I doubt it. I think it actually takes 4 metal scrap. Maybe we'll get lucky and somebody else will pick up scrap while I'm gone. Well, hello crew, and welcome back. It's day 2, cycle 3, and Terrence is on his lunch break right now. I received a mission from Jin Su to build the sofa, so that's 3 AP. It'll take me 4 AP to get there. 1, 2, 3. Actually, if somebody stays in the front corridor. Here, I'll quit this. Jin Su says, do you have any MP to get back to the bridge? There's a thread from Neuron projects and good work, T-Dog, somebody says. Now, I don't know if it still needs to be built or not. I would rather not rush up there and build it if I don't need to. Where is... I really don't want to have a conversation in the inventory thread. Anyone know if the sofa is built yet? I can do it in the next 5 minutes just about on my lunch, but that's about all the time I'm going to be having. An anti-grav scooter, I could take this with me, and yeah, let's pick this up. I think with this I can actually make my way up there, even if I run out of MP. We got soap. Hopefully I don't get dirty. We'll rush up there anyways. Roland passed through just a minute ago, so I'll take a shortcut. Yeah, he was in the front corridor for just a minute, I guess. If I had timed it right, I might have been able to catch him. So Alicia, she can move me out here. Save 1 MP. Now, I'm pretty sure that Terrence can use the scooter to convert AP into MP. I really hope he can. Sofa's not been built. Okay. Let's build it. 3 AP! That is so painful. It's just a shame that I can't use the mech points. My mechanical points. Never mind. Built it already. Now I'm going to sleep for quite a while, because I am exhausted. Who do we have up here? We have Chow, Gioeli, Jin Su, and Paola, who is still dirty, which is not really a good sign. Roland says it has not yet been built. Okay, they can help me get out of there. I wish somebody was standing in this front corridor. It's tempting to go get some food and eat, but I'm still going to try to avoid getting dirty. Now, if I understand Terrence correctly, I can use the scooter to get some MP here. I should break it down to 2, yep. It's the only way he can get MP through AP is with the scooter. And Roland has laid back down in bed. So, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. There's no hunters, it's calm and quiet out there. We've now got the sofa built. I have no idea who the Mush could possibly be. I'm still highly suspicious of Paola, simply because she's incredibly dirty and hasn't really been talking to anyone. Let's see, Magebook Diplomat, Freida active, founder. I wonder what dorm Janice is in, if she's even in one. Or whatever Chun needs me to be, won't listen to any other orders. Chow is only going to listen to Chun, apparently. Okay. Whenever we return, it'll most likely be Cycle 5, and I'm not going to be doing much of anything. I'm going to try to build up most of my AP. That way, maybe I can fly out there and get more scrap if nobody else does, because I want enough to build that drone. That's one of my primary goals as Terrence, is to build and upgrade those drones, because each drone can act like a crew member. They can repair things, they can pilot ships and shoot down hunters. I think they can put out fires, so they're incredibly useful and versatile. Just a matter of getting the scrap to build and upgrade them. Welcome back, folks. It's day 2, cycle 7, and we have had something very bad happen, I believe. Only one fuel was loaded, and we have jumped to a new destination. Who jumped us, and why? We just lost that planet Freida found. Someone has set us up. I'm going to be kind of paranoid and suspicious and get people riled up, because people need to start dying, I think. We need to do something about the Mush, and this is a fairly big mistake. Whoever moved us has really sabotaged 2 days of planet scanning. That's a lot of AP gone to waste. Chun goes, Paola dear, have you started your work on the comms yet? She's dirty, probably doesn't even know how to wash. And Paola says that she's new. Paola also loaded some fuel. So Paola's been dirty, hasn't been doing her job, loaded some fuel. I'm gonna try and message Chun. I think I know what's going on here. At least I'm gonna take a guess. Jin Su says, can someone load fuel? So I'm guessing he is the one who jumped us. He's the only one who could have, unless somebody had the hacker kit. Chun wants to know where the cameras are located. Pilgrid's currently at 21%. What's going on? I'm gonna invite Chun here in a second. I just want to finish reading these. Astrophysics thread. I'm ready for an expo. Blah blah blah. Someone has jumped us. Jin Su jumped us, apparently, yeah. You want me to do that now, or wait? And roll into face palms over this. There's no reason yet. We have lost the planet. Oh boy. That was a really damn good planet too. Oxygen, food, 2 times fuel. We might have been able to top off our tanks. Quantum sensors has been reset. Micro alarms are close to being done. Lenses are at 60%. I'm not sure why they're not focusing on just one. Micro alarms have been finished. That's good. That was 8 hours ago. I'm a little bit behind. Okay, all I'm going to do this cycle is damn, I can't flirt with Freida. I need to spend some AP, because whenever I come back, my bar is going to be almost full, so I guess that we'll go work in the Nexus. And I hate wasting AP, even if I have to burn some MP, which is highly valuable for Terrence. Quantum sensors only 55%. We need this more than ever. Wait. 64%, and we now need these sensors even more. Getting this will be incredibly useful to Freida. An additional section, I think that means that if we've got the BIOS set to astro scanning, she can uncover 4 properties with every scan, instead of just 2. Or 3. Anyways, whenever we come back, hopefully somebody else will have shot down the hunters. Roland just crawled out of bed. So hopefully he'll have all of the hunters shot down and I can fly out and collect some scrap. Then I might have enough to build my drone. But first, I'm gonna message Chun before I forget here. Okay. I have serious issues with, not Chun, with Paola and Jin Su right now. They loaded fuel and jumped us away from one of, I gotta make sure I get my words right, from one of the best planets we'll ever find. She was online recently, which I don't know what the time frame is for these last connection descriptions. Recently could have been up to an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, if I had to guess. Anyways, whenever we come back, yeah, hopefully I'll just be collecting scrap. And we'll be finding out exactly why we were jumped away, and maybe even some people will be dead. Well, hello crew, and welcome back to Mush. It's day 3, cycle 2, and Jin Su was just assassinated 5 minutes ago. Let's see, Elisha said it was Jin. He jumped us without confirmation that the correct fuel had been loaded. Roland screams 8 hours ago, right when I went to bed, that Jin Su is the Mush. He just tried to kill me. You're the Mush, Jin Su says. Who wants to know what happened? Jin Su shot at Roland, but they're clearly incapable of aiming. Wow. And he was not a Mush. Jin Su, if you're saying he's Mush, you should bring us proofs. Otherwise, especially keeping in mind your fellow jump, you're going to be a strong suspect. Roland said, just kill him now. We need a competent commander. If I hadn't moved, I'd be dead right now. And killing someone without a proof is not a way to go. It's pretty big proof when they move, jump the ship, and then open fire on somebody. Bravo dorm log, so Jin Su shot at me with a blaster for no reason. Would have to agree, even if he's not Mush, we can't have crew members randomly handing out justice with a blaster. And Jin Su goes, hold up guys, before you sentence me to die, could we at least talk this through? I have to go offline for a few cycles. But when we get back, can we at least discuss this? Good lord. And of course everybody says no. Nope. You should have defended yourself then. Okay, so they killed him. Paola, dear, have you started work on your comms? Paola's the next suspect. Paola just dropped the soap in Bravo Bay. Paola, while I may not believe you're Mush, if you're not willing to talk with people or ask questions to understand what's going on, we may need to kill you. So she dropped it there. I think we're at the point where we should just kill her and end this. Jin Su says, kill both of them. The soap should always be dropped in the room with the shower. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, I have a feeling Paola's going to be next. Simply because, even if she is new, she's not talking to the crew, she's not asking questions, she's just doing whatever she wants. Not really. Not really. I guess Jen was just a griefer. Just a griefer. Paola may be new, but I really don't feel like giving her too much more room to mess up. I have a full AP bar now, so I gotta find something to do. There's no hunters. Oh dear. Aren't there cameras in the engine room? Blah, blah, blah. And, yep. Yep. Sorry, Freida. All that work you did scanning went to waste. And I hate breaking bad news, because that was an amazing planet. Our Nexus project is up to 73%. I'll probably go there and just research that tonight instead of flying out for scrap. Because I think Hua collected the scrap. Serum is up to 83. Lenses is 72. There's going to be more people dirty now. Chow got dirty. Paola was laying down. And yeah, there is a sofa up there for you, Paola. Yeah, Alpha Bay. Hua got plastic scraps, metal, and space capsule. Or at least went out there and got some stuff. I'm not sure. Some of that was mine. Chow is dirty. Roland is dirty. And Freida is laying down to sleep. Probably to hang her head in her hands after realizing what happened. Oh my goodness, a drone. 2 times scrap metal. Pathfinder, turbo, pilot. You know what, let's pick this drone up. I'm going to take it with me. We're going to go over to Alpha Bay 2 and use some of this scrap metal to upgrade this drone. So, Fireman, the drone can evolve. It'll try to extinguish a fire in the room. Pathfinder, it evaluates the rooms which are in most need of their assistance and makes their way there. Pilot, 20% targeting bonus. It'll try to borrow a patrol ship and destroy all the hunters before it leaves the room. And we're going to upgrade it turbo. 80% chance of carrying out a second action in a given cycle. So we'll give it that. We'll give it Pathfinder as well. And I do not have enough scrap for anything else. So I'm not going to drop it in this room. I do want to open this space capsule. Find out what's in it. We've got an oxygen capsule. I'm just going to leave that there. And also I need to update this. Alpha Bay 2. 3 times plastic, scraps. 1 times metal, 1. What is that? 102 capsule. Use the to upgrade my drone with turbo and pathfinding. I love upgraded drones. So I'm just going to leave all that stuff there. We're going to go into the Nexus, spend some more AP boosting the research there, and then I'm going to climb back into a bed. Unless somebody's taking it, which I doubt. I could go into this dorm too. Quanti is still in here. I really wish you wouldn't go AFK here. What? Oh, I'm dirty. I didn't even notice. And I've got... When did I get dirty? I guess I got dirty upgrading my drone. Well, that's some bullcrap. Got dirty upgrading my drone, I guess. It didn't give me a message. Also have gastroenteritis and puked in the Nexus. That's great. I'm gonna drop the drone here. Right now it's not really needed anywhere around the ship, so they can just pathfind on its own and figure out what it wants to do. And damn, Hua stole my bed already. I think there's a third person in the other dorm too. So we'll take this, the soap. Don't accidentally dismantle it, that'll ruin everything. And we're gonna drop this. Question is, can I heal myself? I think I would have to go up to the lab for that. So what does this do? Every cycle makes us dirty. Every cycle we lose 1 MP. Every cycle has 16% chance of losing 1 health. Well, that's lovely. 13 minutes ago. Oh, because Jin Su was killed, I guess. I didn't even notice that whenever I logged on tonight. Okay, yeah, I'm guessing that dorm is full. I'm not going to go up to the lab. Whenever we return tonight, I don't know what's going to happen. I might have to go up to the lab and heal myself. I'll most likely be dirty again. If anyone could cure me in Bravo dorm, that would be great. It's going to make me dirty every cycle otherwise. And I can't make it to the lab just yet. Okay, whenever we return, probably going to be trying to heal this still unless it's gone away. Well, hello crew, and welcome back to Mush. It's day 3, cycle 4, I'm dirty again, I never should have showered in the first place, and I'm still sick. So, we are going to make our way, before I even read chat, because I don't much care about what's going on. Oh, there's a fire, that's kind of important. I don't know why it's switching back to that. There's my drone. Apparently this door is broken, let's repair it. I would kind of like to go through there. Fixed the door because I am awesome. So we'll cut through here, go this way. I might actually also eat. I need to eat soon anyways. Chun's in here. Question is, can I heal myself and remove this? Yep, there we go. Managed to cure my disease. So, the question is, what do I want to do right now? I need to eat at some point, so I might as well do it now. Because I'm going to have to shower anyways. I got somebody out in the front corridor, which means they can push me. Who is out here? It's Paola. At least she's not dirty right now. There's a fire extinguisher, an echolocator blueprint. I have no idea what an echolocator is, but I'm gonna pick that up and take it with me. You know what, I need to go into these rooms anyways and check and see if there's a fire. There's still one fire somewhere. And it's not like I spend AP. There's a Swedish sofa that nobody is sleeping on. There's Ian, there's Yoeli. Both of them have been basically inactive, as far as I can tell. Got somebody in here. Is that? Okay. It's Steven. He is dirty and inactive. That's lovely. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he went inactive 3 hours ago. Okay. It's like I'm not sure how he's inactive if he just moved in there 3 hours ago, but that's not quite the case. I'm half tempted to make some food here and then run back to the bridge and claim a bed, or claim that sofa. Coffee. I'm gonna drink the coffee and eat some food. I want to completely replenish my AP after all this bullcrap that I've been going through. Also, the lenses are now complete. Drink that. Say, there's no way it's gonna make me full. Yeah. Okay. Use a little bit of that energy from the coffee. Consume you. I might have enough AP to also go build this. I think we've still got one metal scrap over in Alpha Bay 2. So go 1, 2. 10% for all shooting actions. If there were hunters out there, I would definitely take them. I would drop the blueprint. Because it's not that important. I have no idea what the echolocator does. I'm kind of curious. This might be a bit of a waste to build it, but... Let's see. Scrap, plastic. 3 AP to build. That's fucking ridiculous. On an expedition, a 5 times chance of discovering a remaining hydrocarbon sector. So, it's worthless. That's good to know. We'll move here. I guess I won't claim a bed. Or I'm not going to go to the bridge. No, don't go into Alpha Storage. We've also got an extinguisher blueprint. There's a drill. I'm going to drop the echolocator. And what has been going on in chat? Has anything been going on with the ship? I haven't cared. Lenses complete. Distiller 40%, anabolic 72%. It'd be constipospore serum still not being worked on. That's a good question. Okay, so we've got the quantum sensors done. The next three are pneumatic distributor, neuron participation, and trail minimizer. Trail minimizer is pretty good, but we may regret not having Neuron's help if plasma shield comes up, because again, that's 5% every cycle. 40% a day. Drop that there, and we're gonna go into Alpha Dorm. I never go in here. Maybe this is where Janice is hiding. Yep, there she is. Is anybody inactive? So I can kick their ass out of bed? No. I'm still dirty. I'm not gonna shower just yet. Healed myself, but no AP to shower. We'll do so in 2 cycles. You can check the logs and med lab. I think it's the med lab. In med lab, if you're curious about my sickness. Okay, what's going on in the main chat? I really don't care about this. I'm on lunch. Fire, fire, fire everywhere. Not Bravo Dorm, not Bravo Bay. It's in the front corridor. There's still a fire somewhere raging out of control. Somebody who can walk around with legs easier can go find it. Jin Su is just a griefer. We already established that. Chow is now the commander. Paola has reestablished a connection with Soul. That's good for her. She wants food. Roland says to report if anyone other than Chun brings her food. And okay. So whenever we return, we're not going to be doing much of anything because I don't have the AP for anything. Welcome back, crew. It's day 3, cycle 6, and there's been a lot of chatter going on. Chow says, well, since I'm the captain now, can someone give me a good planet? Freida says that she's going to go scan for another one, except she was going to. Her interface apparently won't load up. And Roland wants a mission to kill hunters. Hua does too, and Hua's got lenses. They both should have a pair of lenses by now. Chun's looking for the hacker kit. The fires have been put out. We're down to 9 hunters. Apparently Neuron has finished installing an update, which gives us extra hydropots. Another 3 pots for plant growing purposes. I don't know if Ian's been active though. I can't really recall seeing him chat. There's a fire in the bridge, blah blah blah. Really, I've been kind of skimming through this, and there's not a whole lot going on. I have been invited to some private chats due to getting sick. Reluca vouched for me. Terrence has been vomiting all over the place. And Chow has been dirty in the Nexus. Chow says he forgot to shower and will do it tomorrow when he gets some movement points. Let's see. This is the private chat I was invited into between Chun and Alicia. They've been mush hunting. Alicia goes, hey Chun, so I'm reasonably sure Paola is mush. Basically, they've been talking about Jin Su and Paola for the last day. This was before Jin Su was killed. Chow was on the bridge. They're also suspicious of Chow. Ian and Terrence seem solid, they said. And Chun goes, keep an eye on Jin and Paola. Right now, everyone's getting worked up over the 2 of them. Alicia's gonna help check out Reluca. Paola probably is just new. She's been tracking Reluca, who pretty much just stays in the engine room and the Nexus. They printed the list, too. Alicia verifies that I'm human due to my vomiting. Paola's losing all of our signals and hasn't done anything. And here's the list. Steven, Quanti, Chun, Terrence, Roland, Chow, and Freida. So we can mark off Chun and me pretty much instantly. I kind of want to mark Roland off, which leaves inactive Quanti, Freida, who has been scanning planets. I wonder. List can be confirmed on the bridge. Chow is still dirty in Bravo dorm, and then she says to add me. Now they're looking for the hacker kit. Okay. I do not like that Chow is staying dirty for another day. You can spore on day 4, cycle 1, then shower. I'm gonna frown. So I'm not too pleased with that. Let's see, what else is going on? And then I've got a private chat just with Chun. She tells me where some of the Myco alarms are, because I volunteered to stand around in a hallway or another room with a Myco alarm trying to draw a Mush into sporing me. She says, clearly you're human, so I can trust you. Paola and Raluca seem to be buddy-buddy. I say we kill Paola if she messes up again. She's had too many chances, and I've offered help to her, but she threw it in my face. And Raluca always seems to be covering for her. So, oh yeah, this was my chat that I invited her to 23 hours ago. I don't know how I could possibly have forgotten this chat. But anyways, I at least now know where the Myco alarms are. If I need to... the front corridor, I was like, I'm not going to stand in the lab or the med lab. Pretty sure most people will assume that Myco alarms are there and not do anything. The front corridor is kind of tempting to hide in. Mush could spore me while going to pretend to eat food or spike food. What else is going on? Roland says plasma shield is not a problem with me and Raluca alive. That would be Terrence. Plus, Neuron participation could be a double-edged sword since someone could start the wrong project. True, but it's just one of those things. Trail minimizer, Raluca has started. Anabolics has been finished. They're really knocking out the research. And apparently Constipaspore serum isn't even being worked on. Vanola. Yeah, pretty much just focusing on... I don't know. I'm not really suspicious of Vanola yet. She has been at least pumping out some research. And Quanti asks if there's any pills for curing depression. I'm gonna hop out of bed real quick, primarily because Janice flirted with me. So before I go to bed for the day, we're gonna flirt with her. And I'm not gonna bother going to shower just yet. Actually, yeah, I will. It's only going to cost me, I think, 2 AP. Hopefully my bed will still be open. I want as much AP as I can possibly get so I can fly out and collect scrap. Hopefully they'll have shot down all the hunters by then. And then I can upgrade my drone even further, possibly build this drone. Build a few more things, maybe. Bust open some space capsules and win prizes. Yeehaw. But the battle to the metal, Terrence. It's time to get out of here. We want to go back to that dorm with Janice. What do we have here? Okay. I might actually build that extinguisher too, because fires are going to be a real problem later on in the game. Flirted with Janice. I'm not going to flirt with Finola or Alicia just yet. Most of the time, flirting is just a waste of AP. No one ever actually does the deed. There's just never time for it, or an open bed without a camera or anything like that. Quanti, is there any pills? Kind of upsetting that the hacker kit is gone. It's not in here, is it? Nope. See, it says I'm already in bed even though I clicked on the items. If I refresh it, am I still in bed? Okay. Whenever we return, I am, again, hopefully we will be going and collecting scrap from space for drones. Otherwise, we might be cracking down and killing one of the Mush. Maybe even Chow. I don't know how much longer we'll actually hold off on some of these suspicions. Even though they're not that great just yet, you don't want to give the Mush too many days to pump out spores and convert a whole bunch of people to their side. I tend to like striking early and quick, but that can also lead to problems with killing humans and depression spirals and things like that. Rise and shine, crew. It's now day 4, cycle 2. And no one else is dead, but there's a lot of chatter on. All the hunters are dead as well. Which means I'm going to fly out there and collect some scrap soon. I've got a full bar of AP. Let's see. Roland has been invited to our private chat. Wow, let's start at the bottom. Good God. They've been talking all day long. So, let me get my cigar going here because this is going to take a while. This is ridiculous. So Raluca just contacted me and said that he has low AP. He was in the Nexus for 6 hours and has none as of right now. What should we do? He is on the list after all, because I said that I do not like Chow staying dirty for another day. Let's see. Alicia says let's kill him. In this game, hesitation is death. There might be another Mush at this point, and we don't even know it. Who would be commander next? Gioeli, I think Steven is inactive and going to die soon. Alicia is going to grab the blaster and knife. According to Roland, Hua doesn't seem to be holding up well with hunters. I'll check rear corridor in a few cycle when I go to Icarus Bay for the weapons. And Paola is dirty again. And Ian forgets to wear an apron. Alicia's job is impossible. Chun goes, your job is only worth doing if you're playing with people who actually know how to do their jobs. You're right, this is a clusterfunk. I don't know who is Mush anymore. All I know is Terrence is human. I think we should start calling our people in public. If they fail, they die. I don't know. Seriously, half the crew shouldn't be and don't have a reason to be dirty 90% of the time, yet everyone has been dirty so far, it seems. Alicia says it'll suck to be wrong, but if we do nothing, we've killed ourselves for sure. And what do you think about Finola? She's been doing research, but non-essential ones, which is a waste of AP. Do you think she might be stalling for time? Chun did the thing with Kawan T and no alarm went off. Chow's on the bridge. Chun's out of AP and MP. Alicia might blah 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 go silent. Chow just punched Ian out of Paola's bed. He's on the bridge. I think there are 2 Mush. Alicia checked the O2 tanks, Chun says. I think someone might have taken some O2 within the last 4 cycles. And Alicia traced Chow back to Bravo dorm. Bloody Ian is standing here. Killing Chow is way too expensive. No one's been in Bravo storage for a day or so. Chow entered 15 hours ago. So are we getting ready to kill Chow? He had the opportunity to issue the mission to Roland, but issued it to Hua. Roland was online at the time. Did you say you suspected Hua to be Mush, or was that Terrence? Because I think she and Chow are the Mush. Also, Kawan T took down the hunters. The logs and the turrets say so. Okay, Steven and Chow are the only 2 on the list that aren't human. We need to act fast. And Chun is going to place her trust in Roland. Okay, there's an extra blaster in Icarus Bay. Alicia has a blaster and a knife. Chow first, then Hua. What does Roland? Steven is inactive. Chow. Chow it is. Spent all his AP. Chun just said research is basically stalled. And let's see. Come on, guys. You're talking so fucking much. Are we killing Chow or not? Said Chow has the armor right. We only provoke him if we kill him. We cannot leave him alive. My Chow is always dirty. Chow got dirty from helping kill Jin Su. Frankly, I'm willing to bet that Steven is the Mush, Roland says. could have chosen not to play once he found out he was Mush. Blah blah blah. But Chow was at it. That is suspicious. Maybe he was looking for something. If we're killing Chow, let me know. I have full AP, but we'll spend it on collecting scrap in about 30 minutes if we don't do this. 'Cause right now it looks like we're all online. 4 new messages while I was reading that. Let's see, that's possible. Maybe the armor, so he'll be nice and cozy if anyone caught wind of him. When did he take the armor? Roland says, and when has he ever dropped it? Even in the inventory thread posted 2 days ago, there's nothing in there. Okay. Chun and me were in this private chat. I told her I'd hold off on being spore bait until the myco scan is complete, because I could be spored once or twice already. Chun goes, okay, forgot about that. Thanks, I wish Finola would get her ass up here. Quan T might do the thing with me in the med lab. I have an alarm. I'm telling you because I don't trust Elisha yet. Also, I don't think alarms go off. Actually, I don't know if she said anything in this chat about sleeping with Quan T. I skimmed through this so quick. There was so much. There was a damn book. Let's see. In this favorites thread, Ian's dirty because he forgot to wear the apron. That's highly suspicious. Roland got dirty eating, showered after killing hunters. Wants to know why Paola's dirty. Yeah, it's impossible to track down Mush if your crewmates are fucking idiots and constantly keep getting dirty doing pointless, ridiculous stuff. How many hunters did you kill? Hit 6 by firing randomly and killed the last 2. Thank you for the tips so I don't fire randomly again. Ian's on the sofa, blah blah blah. You know, Paola, you took my bed and I didn't kick you out of it. I let you have your time. You could have just waited. You haven't done anything good for us thus far. Chun says, I'm sure you could have waited another few cycles. Not like you were going to do anything with the AP anyways. Yeah, we should have much more than some flower pots. I don't have anything to add to any of these conversations. We need a planet 2 ASAP. I haven't heard from Freida in a while. Anything at all yet, Freida? Or did you just go sulking after using that last gem? Let's see, can anyone do quick research relay? Ian, our plants are in your assistance. They're practically dead. Took care of the plants an hour ago. Chow gave Hua the mission instead of Roland. Okay. Someone needs to make an inventory of what we have. If someone has any suspicions on a Mush, share them with Chun. When you get enough strikes on your name, we go hunting. By this I mean don't warn Mushies. Yeah, but it's a shame that I'm on the bottom of the chain of command. It is sad that everyone is getting dirty. You can't really track Mush through any means other than who is getting dirty and how often they're getting dirty. Do we have a planet to set our eyes on? Chun asked 6 hours ago. Chun says, I now know who has the hacker kit. If you don't turn it over, you will be branded a Mush and probably killed. Please drop it in the lab. I'm fine with killing anyone who holds on to it. Hua, can you drop the lenses? Roland says. Talking about lenses and killing hunters. Okay. Serum is now finished. Constipaspore serum. And distillers at 73%. And it'll be updated whenever I refresh the page here. Finola just woke up in Alpha Dorm. She's active. And Roland wants to ask her if she can help with the anatomy rifle. Wow, 5 more messages up here. Where did those just pop up from? Any pills for curing depression? Nothing for depression. You need morale. Blah, blah, blah. Aww. Humans are disgusting. Are you saying you're mush, Reluca? Gotta be careful how you word things. Okay, I was gonna go collect a whole bunch of scrap, but I think I'm going to wait for at least another 30 or 40 minutes until we decide what we're gonna do about Chow. If we're going to strike him and kill him, then I need to have full AP, because I believe he has Iron in that room, unless Iron has moved back to the front of the ship. Okay, it's still day 4, cycle 2, but I've got to do something with all of this AP. Let's see. Roland says, I wonder if one of the Mush is Reluca. Even though there's a camera in the engine room, she's choosing not to stay there. I don't know, people are acting so weird. I've got a lot of suspicions, but no idea who could possibly be Mush. Freida said found another planet, Dorabon 3 to the north. It has oxygen, which we seem to need. And Finola still wants Chun in the lab. Let's see, Alicia said, Freida's not active too often, usually on once a day. If oxygen gets any lower, everyone's going to need to pitch in to find a planet. Which I'm not very thrilled about the prospects of having to go up there and scan for planets whenever I should be collecting scrap. 2 bananas are still not planted. Freida was having interface issues apparently, and yep, awesome. And Paola agrees to work on Xyloff or whatever else. So let's see, I need to go through here and there. We're going to fly out and collect scrap. I most likely won't have enough AP to upgrade or build my drone after the fact, but it has to be done because starting day 5, it's going to be extremely rare for us to be able to collect scrap. Do we have any? Okay. We don't have any metal scrap at all. Oh, hey, I get glory for building robots. That's cool. I didn't even notice. Reluca is setting in a turret. I should have brought food. If I would have thought ahead, would have had a meal out here with me. I would have cooked 2 meals last time I ate. Okay. And land. Because I don't trust this ship not to leave me behind right now. Let's see. We have 5 metal scrap. I need to bring my drone blueprint in here next time. 3 space capsules. I'll update the inventory thread again. This is pretty much the only room getting constantly updated. 4 times plastic scraps. 102 capsule. 5 times metal scraps. 3 times space capsule. Still scrap left over in space, but I'm not sure how much. There's no way to scan, there's no way to tell. I'm not going to take a space capsule in here with me. People can go out there to open them if they need to. Or I'll go open them later. I like opening them. It's like finding a little gift. It's like Christmas. And I'll save it for myself, because most of the time I think it's just O2 capsules. So, nothing else is going to be happening from me for quite a while. I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up in a few cycles and they have killed somebody. Because Alicia is getting a little bit impatient, pressing the fact that the more time we waste, the more the mush can multiply. Welcome back, crew. It's now day 4, cycle 6, and I have a decent amount of AP. Let's see what has been going on. No one else has been killed. We're down to 9 oxygen, 69 armor. Let's see, there's a fire apparently. Luca has the extinguisher. Ian was looking for it. It's all the way back in the front corridor. No report. Okay, the fire has been put out. I was going to say no report of where the fire actually is. Reluca's looking to get Pilgrid reset. I could go help with that, but I don't want to push Pilgrid too far too quick, because the mush could just take us back to Sol. It could take over Chow if he's not already Mush, and then just take the ship back to Seoul, ending everything. Okay, there's apparently the front. There's apparently where the fire was. The front corridor and the front storage. And Verluca took care of the fires again. Fenola's looking for something to eat, and Neuron has provided us another worthless project. Bay door XXL. Takeoff and landing maneuvers are much more straightforward. I think that just means that non-pilots are less likely to damage the ship when they take off. Chow's reported some fires. Terrence. Oh, apparently I'm the new Neuron admin. That's awesome. Actually, that's not awesome. That means Janice went inactive. Aww. Aww. Well, at least she went inactive in Alpha Dorm. That way people can still get morale. Chun is eyeballing Ian since he got dirty. There's two open plant pots, and Ian says he's waiting to plant alien fruit in those instead of planting the bananas. There's another message somewhere, but I don't care. Let's see, in our little private chat here, Roland goes, I wonder if one of the Mush is Verluca, even though there's a camera in the engine room. So Verluca's in Bravo dorm, Alicia says. I think we might lose her if she's human. She left before cycle change. He's been tracking her movement, trying to determine what she's been using her AP on. I alerted them that there was an open bed in Alpha Dorm, so that one of us trusted people could come back and start getting extra AP. And they're working on the anatomy rifle, which is up to 6%. What's going on in the dirty thread? Who has gotten dirty today? Ian has gotten dirty. Roland has gotten dirty, and Verluca has gotten dirty. At least those are the only ones who've reported it. Anybody could have gotten dirty and then come in, taken a shower, and just stood around. No one would be the wiser. Distiller's complete. Myco scans at 24%, which is good. I kind of suspect I've been spored, just because I'm an active player. Apparently there's no Myco alarm in the lab or the med lab. I guess Fenola went searching for him. We need an oxygen expo and Pilgrid or trail minimizers up to 55%. What I am going to do is jump out of bed. We're going to go build my drone. And 4 more messages popped up for like half a second there. Also, let's swing by the Nexus. That way I can possibly change some of the settings. Quan T is no longer hanging out in here, unless he's hiding behind one of these pillars. Hey, there's 4 messages now. Somewhere. Alert of a fire. Probably nothing important. Probably just stuff that's looping around. I'm just gonna mark it as red. Okay, foodstuff destruction, turn that off. CPU priority is on astro navigation. Crew lock can stay on piloting. Vocoder announcements are authorized. Report deaths. Okay, let's report all of these changes. BIOS update. That did not work quite as well as I was hoping it would. Foodstuff. Destruction off. There we go. CPU. Priority. Astro. And that's really all they need to know. They don't need to know that I've taken over Neuron. And we'll get to have a little bit of fun with that later on. I wonder if there's a Myco alarm in here. The Nexus is generally a good place to put a Myco alarm if you've got cameras in other rooms. Because people do like to idle there. There's one of my drones, so we can take This, I might even be able to upgrade this drone some more. I would have to drop the scooter. Actually, you know, I probably won't have enough AP, or there won't be enough extra metal to upgrade this drone anymore. I mean, this drone is already pretty buffed. Think I can check it out? Let's see what upgrades it's got. Yeah, 80% chance it's got turbo. It's got pathfinding. I would like to give it fireman at some point, simply because we've already had plenty of fires. The longer the ship lasts, the more likely it is that rooms are going to spontaneously explode into flames. Okay. Makes me sad that it takes 3 AP, and I can't use a technician point for it. And I hurt myself for 2 hit points. Clubbed myself in the head, I guess. Can I upgrade this? No. Which makes me kind of sad, but oh well. Now as for the oxygen capsules, it's kind of tempting to crack some of them open. I don't know what I could get from these. I know I can get oxygen capsules. The question is what else? Maybe fuel capsules too. Yep, a fuel capsule. I guess I'll open the last one. And some more fuel. I don't really think space capsules are worth it. I mean, the oxygen is nice in an emergency, but damn it, I would much rather have metal. And we'll update the inventory thread one more time. Alpha Bay 2 now has, let's see, I cannot type. Plastic scrap times 3. O2 capsule times 2. 1 times metal. 2 times fuel. Now, someone should inject the O2 if they get a chance. Oh, damn it. You know what? I really need to find this broken O2. Whatever it is. Reservoir, I think. Got a spacesuit in here. Please be in center alpha storage. I don't have the AP or the MP to make it to the other side. And it is. Good. First, I'm going to try to repair it. It's been in vain. At least I'll finally get to use these points for something. And fixed it. Now someone inject those O2 capsules. Tempting to drop my drone here, but there's not a single item in here. I guess they've all been carried out. Alicia was the last person in there that I can see, like 12 hours ago. And is my bed still open? Yep. We're gonna drop this drone in here so it can go out and start doing its thing. Not upgrade it at all. And we'll lie down, because I did have a panic attack. At some point. Yeah, and I lost 3 morale. I'd like to top that off while I can. She's probably going to starve to death at some point. Welcome back, folks. It's day 5, cycle 2, and I think some things are about ready to go down. I've been talking to Roland for just a few minutes since I woke up, and it looks like, I think anatomy rifle is done. Let's see. Yeah, they've been relaying the anatomy rifle, so it's done. We're going to test Steven with it first. 1 shot will be enough to prove if someone's human. I'm not even going to bother reading all this. It basically explains how the rifle works. Yeah. So, instead of testing Chow, who's been sleeping in a bed for 11 hours, even though he does not gain AP, from sleeping, which I completely forgot about last time I checked. We're going to check Steven first. Hacker kit popped up in rear corridor. The logs in the room are unclear who found it, and no one has mentioned it in the discussion channel. Blah, blah, blah. Let me check if Steven is Mush. Janice is inactive, probably going to die soon, even though we should probably keep Janice healed. Alicia probably tests Steven now. Alicia has no MP and 3 AP. Where the hell's the scooter, Alicia asks. Yeah, she wants it so she doesn't have to burn so much energy, but I need it so I can fucking move around generally. Okay. Also, Alicia, I have this scooter. If you ever need it, just ask. And I'll set up a drop point for you. But, you know, I really like being able to move around. So I don't want to just completely give it up to her forever. Okay, so I wasn't really wanting to do this cycle. I had a lot of other plans that I was going to do. But I guess we'll start murdering people. Blueprint for the extinguisher. There's my happy little drone. See, I would like to carry that thing possibly to where the fire is. I'm going to mark this channel as red. The turbo skill acquired by Robo has been most useful. Who got dirty loading fuel? And I guess I should read this. Fire aboard. A banana tree just died in the lab. Chun lost 5 morale from the death and has an illness now. We should bury it on a planet and have a proper burial. Chun, I never knew you cared so much about those bananas. Let's see. Pilgrid was apparently only 28%. I thought it was up to 50-something before. Hostile vessels within range. We have 9 of them. Who has shot down 2. We have an encrypted message. We haven't... I don't think that Paola has decoded any of them so far. Hua has been getting ready for an expedition. And put 3 fuel in the engine so we can jump to that planet whenever Chow wakes his ass up. People are starving. And Ian is a biologist, not a botanist. Tending the plants costs a bit of AP, and while he can keep them all alive, he spent too much of his time working on projects. So he made it another ration. Okay. Let's go. I don't know if I'll spend any of my AP fighting. Blueprint, rocket launcher, rope, gloves. Let's see, 1, 2... Okay. I think I can save 1 MP by going through here and into the lab where people are. Gotta check in there constantly every time I go through. Chun uses it for his shortcut. Fanola's sleeping in here even though there's, I think, no Myco alarm. There might be a Myco alarm. Maybe she was just setting a Mush up to come in there and spore her. There's Roland. Okay. Lens has been dropped. I'm heading... What do I want to do with my AP? I have 9 of it. I've been saving it up for a while. I really probably should go pilot. Wish I knew where the fire was. I can check some of these rooms. Somebody's in here. Is it Reluca? Yep, she's not on fire. She's the only one who's been in there. There's no fire here. Unfortunately, if we kill Chow... Paola's not even using the sofa. Unfortunately, if we killed Chow, Giolelli is going to be inactive too, and I have no idea who command passes to after Giolelli. Okay. He shouldn't need me in here, so what I'm going to do is go get some food. Because we're going to go out and deal with these hunters, I think. Maybe. The ship should be jumping away soon. So maybe I'll just save my AP and use it for research or something. Steven has been assassinated. And he was not a mush. That's lovely. I guess he was so close to dying, probably because of starvation or something. Close enough that one shot killed him. Game, why are you locking up? Okay. Apparently my mouse can't be on the screen. Or Shockwave says, I'm going to pause. Down to 8 rations. That's lovely. Ah, motherfucker, of course I got dirty. I shouldn't be surprised. Okay, I will leave the coffee. Damn, wasn't much. Gonna starve to death anyways. Yeah. Next up, Chow. Unfortunately, Giolelli is inactive as well, so who will command actually pass on to? You know what, I'm gonna take the coffee too. I'm already dirty, so yep, time to test the Chowster. Hopefully that don't make me full. Okay. Next stop, where should we go? I really want to deal with those hunters, but again, if we're going to be jumping, it's kind of a waste. I can hang on to this food, lay down in a bed, get max AP, and then do something next cycle. Alicia or Terrence, I need one of you to carry the med kit. Yeah, it's not gonna be me. Let's see, we'll drop the scooter. And pick up the soap, because I unfortunately have to shower again, which I'm not too pleased with. Dirty from cooking. Again, I don't really know what to do with all of this AP. Okay, I should probably go to the Nexus, do a little bit of research there. Next in line is Freida, who is basically just as inactive. Great. Great, so we're not going to have an active commander, period. Freida's just as inactive. Lenses, not gonna take. There's my little drone buddy. Don't have enough metal anywhere to fix him up anyways. Which is another reason I kind of want to go deal with the hunters so people can get scrap one last time. Wow, here's the fire. That's great. Support drone. My support drone is broken. And of course if I try to repair it, it's going to get me dirty. Okay, I don't get a chance to work on Neuron, apparently. Freida has been somewhat active. She did scan for planet. She's active once a day. It's not good enough for commander. And one day we'll all be dying. So no. Doesn't matter if she's somewhat active, it's not active enough. Let's see if I can find the extinguisher. I didn't think I was going to find a fire all the way back here. Lab. Can I build an extinguisher? I could. Front corridor. There's an extinguisher. So both of the extinguishers are on the front part of the ship. Takes 1 scrap metal and 1 oxygen capsule. Okay, let's eat this. Probably gonna get dirty. I wouldn't be surprised with my luck. Nope, amazingly enough, I didn't. We're gonna go build another extinguisher. Terrence, please come to front corridor again. I can't. Someone else is going to have to. I am building another extinguisher and putting out this fire. If you needed me then, you should have fucking said something. Before I rolled my ass all the way to the back part of the ship. And I'm fucking dirty again. How did I know that that would happen? Should have just stayed dirty. Okay. I might as well try to fix my broken ass drone while I'm in here too. This whole cycle's been a waste. I'm sure that won't work. This probably won't work. How many times can a man fail to put out a fire? There we go. And we'll try to repair this piece of crap. Hey, it actually worked. Question is, can I... Okay, I don't need to repair that. Only a 6% chance to repair. That is great. Equipment. BIOS terminal is broken. 6% chance to repair. Guess it's staying broken for the rest of the flight. Because that is some bullcrap. Okay, this I can drop here, so now we at least have extinguishers scattered around the ship. I'm gonna update this. Rear corridor. Full-time spacesuit. Dirty shirt, drill. Echolocator. And fire extinguisher. Leave this extinguisher in the rear part of the ship. Because we already have 2 elsewhere. So, I need to go shower again because God knows I wasn't dirty enough. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Terrence, you're just a little dirtball, aren't you? And with any luck, I'll be able to roll my ass all the way over to Alpha Dorm and still claim a bed. I also need to make a note to the crew that we should probably try to heal Janice and keep her alive as long as we can for morale reasons. Okay, bed's still open. Would really like to kick Chow out, just because I don't know why he's using it. Also, we should consider trying to keep Janice alive for as long as possible, since she's our main source of morale, even if we have to heal her once or twice a day. She's inactive in Alpha Dorm, so is at least still useful. It would be kind of a waste to just let her die. Anyways, whenever we return, I might be helping kill Chow, but they do have the anatomy rifle, so a Mush will die in like 2 shots, sometimes 1. And maybe we'll be going on an expedition soon, because I'm not going to fight these hunters. There's too many of them. I don't have enough AP. Welcome back, crew. It's day 5, cycle 4, and I dare say it's probably the last day as of the Daedalus here. We're down to 5 oxygen, 59 armor. Let's see what Roland has been talking about. He said, what the fuck, Chow's in a bed? Let me know when one of you is ready to test Chow. Janice is starving. He said that he also saw Paola take the coffee and cook a ration in the same cycle, so she's likely human but not a confirmed one. And he has the knife and the anatomy rifle, so he just needs someone to go get the med kit. I guess I'll go try and grab the med kit. I'm not too excited about that. There's an hour left until cycle change, so what I have to do, unfortunately, I really want to take the oxygen capsule from in here and inject it, but I guess I'm gonna wait. We'll save that for an emergency, or maybe I'll just hold on to it myself to ensure that I don't die. I don't quite know. I don't trust anyone on this crew at this point except for Chun. Don't even really trust Roland. Bandages. Not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see, there's Ian. There's Chun. Roland was in here an hour ago. So why didn't he pick up the med kit while he was in here? We have a dose of anabolics. These little cubes of wriggling testosterone should be consumed in moderation. Someone that said that could help me, so I'll take it. I don't know what it does. And I'm dirty from taking steroids. Gave me a ton of movement points, that's good. If I had known that was going to make me dirty, I would have worn the apron. Insane. Dirty from steroids. I really guess that's it. We got young banana trees in here. I guess I'll flirt with Chun. For the primary fact that she lost like 5 morale due to bananas. A banana tree dying apparently broke her heart, which I don't quite understand. I didn't know you could lose morale when plants die. And Hua says, oh yeah, Chun, I never knew you cared so much about those bananas. And Hua goes, they give us oxygen to live. Oh, they do more than that for Chun, I have a feeling. If we had launched propulsion system, I could fly out and deal with the rest of those hunters. I'll drop this for now, because I need to go shower again. At least they can verify fairly easily again whether I'm mush or not. With as many times as I've had to shower in the last day, I would be almost dead. I wonder if those two are inactive. They never talk. That's the only reason I'm suspicious. Let's see. Quantine, not inactive. Freida, not inactive. I know who is not. Who and Roland have actually been doing a pretty good job of taking care of the hunters out there. And if I wasn't busy running all these pointless errands around the ship, I would have enough AP to deal with it too. But I think we're gonna lie down and wait for Roland to get here. That way we can begin our little anatomy test on Chow here. Regardless, he's probably gonna have to die, and then Gioeli, because we have 5 cycles to get oxygen. Welcome back, crew. It's now day 5, cycle 5, and me and Roland have been chatting for just a bit. It's time for us to go ahead and murder Chow. Chun wants to know where the knife is. She says this has gone on too long. Roland has moved the weapons to the front corridors, so basically, after we're done with Chow, we're also going to, dang it, the medkit's here. We're also going to... 5. I should have enough to get back if I take the medkit with me. I hope I do. Actually, you know what? I don't need the medkit. We're going to kill Chow. We're going to kill Gioeli. And as soon as you get here with the lens, I'll drop the anatomy. If you run out of shots, come back to the front corridor and I'll give you the knife. Chow is currently on the bridge. Let's go. We need to kill him before the cycle changes, and possibly Gioeli. That way command can transfer to whoever is after Gioeli. What do we have in here? Nothing. And I'm gonna get dirty again, which is absolutely ridiculous. I've been dirty like 4 times today. Okay. Drop the scooter here. Okay. Toss me the rifle. It's time to do this. Chow's been fishy. He's been inactive. He's basically... I think he's a mush just biding his time. Waiting until we run out of oxygen. Because he's had plenty of time. He's had about 4 or 5 hours to move the ship. He's been on the bridge for about 2 or 3 hours now. Let's see, Chun says, Terrence, those bananas were my only friends. Since nobody wanted to research with me, they kept me company. I'll never forget their beautiful tropical smell. Pilgrids at 47%, and this is where Roland was telling Chow which way to take us, which was 2 hours ago. Fuel's already been loaded, so all we needed to do was have the ship jump north. He dropped the rifle moments ago. Okay. It's time to go shoot this guy. Unfortunately, he does have the armor. There he is. 66% chance. I'm gonna fire it as many times as I can. I'm not sure how much ammo it has. Maybe it has a... No, I need to click on it, actually. Clearly incapable of aiming. I've got a few more. Yeah, I can fire until this thing runs out. And it's out now. We put a bullet in Chow and he didn't die. Hit him twice. Out of ammo. He didn't die yet. But he will. Go ahead and drop this. It's going to take quite some time for it to recharge now. Only 1 charge every cycle. So, Roland should be dropping this soon. With any luck, Chow will be mush, and the only reason that he didn't die is because he's got armor and was at full health. There's the knife. I don't think the lens will actually help me aiming with the knife, but we're going to find out. time to drive this dagger into his belly. 60% chance, yeah, I guess it does add an extra 10%. Chow's face contorts as we stab him. Makes a huge gash in him. And what's he saying? I've stabbed him a couple times. This is... Make sure Chow still has a skill. Yeah, he still has a skill. And this is the last attack I'm going to get on him, unfortunately. Yep, blocked by his protective clothing. Well... Stabbed him several times. Out of AP now. We need someone to finish the job. And it has to be done. And it has to be done by cycle change. Oh boy. The scooter I will pick back up. I don't have any AP that I can... Well, maybe I... Do I need AP? Yeah, I guess I do. So, I can go 1, 2... 1... Actually, this will be free. It'll be 1, 2... I have to make it back to a dorm. The sofa is probably open on the bridge, but I'm not going to fall asleep there. Bad things are going to be happening there all day long. Amazingly enough, I also did not get dirty through any of that. I'm kind of surprised. So, whenever we return, hopefully Chow will be dead, killed by either Roland or Chun or maybe Elisha. She hasn't been online for a very long time, so she should be logging in with full AP. In fact, how long has she been laying down? 13 hours ago. It's possible that she's a mush and she's just biding her time. It's too hard to tell on this ship. He's probably human if he isn't dead by now. Still, he has to go for someone more active. Right. We only have a few cycles left. And he still hasn't moved us. Either he dies now, or we all certainly die soon. Human or not, he is not doing his job, and it's going to kill all of us. Well, hello folks, and welcome back. It's day 5, cycle 6, and there's been a lot of chatter on the private channels. Basically, we're planning to kill Freida because she has exposed herself as a mush. She threw a grenade into a room. And you can see her taunting us here. This poor ship just had a really bad string of commanders. I almost feel bad for you guys. First we get someone who doesn't know how piloting the ship works and we lose the best planet ever. Then we get a marginally active guy who waits for days and never moves the ship toward another O2 planet. Then you get me! What bum luck. To be true, this ship is doomed. And we are basically just biding our time. We have an assault force in here. 2 AP, 2 MP. I dropped all my stuff. Terrence, let's see, I need you to carry stuff for Hua. I'll hold on to the knife, apparently. Drop the stuff you need me to carry. And I'll be ready. Chun, how many rations were there when you last visited the refectory? Roland asks. So we're down to 4 rations. Chun had cooked a ration for Roland, but Freida took the ration as soon as she dropped it, because she's highly active right now. She also jumped us to the east instead of the north, completely losing the planet. Oh man, the look on your faces. The planet really was an oxygen planet too. Blah blah blah. Did that grenade hurt you any? Freida goes, I mostly did it to consume precious oxygen in building the blueprint. but figured I would throw it at you anyways. So, the true origin of the Mush. I was a mold spore from the Arctic that got carried into the chamber with Freida. 1,000 years of cryogenic adaptation within Freida's brain, and bam! Just warm me up and I'm off to infect mankind. When I heard of this expedition to try and stop us, I just had to come along. Damn. Freida, you would have been a whole lot of fun if you hadn't slept and been so quiet this whole trip. It's a shame that she just now finally decided to wake up and start interacting with the crew. But that's what saved her. Because if she had been more active, we probably would have found her, so she played the inactive Mush card. A very hard card to undermine. Because as long as she marginally does her job, no one's gonna kill her. How long can you two stay on? The attack will happen this cycle. I just want to wait for either Freida to go offline for a bit and or Ian to move. Not much longer. But, well, I'll be on and off shortly. Can't say how long between bursts. Primarily because I want to play Eve. Possibly record some other stuff, but I'm not going to be sitting here updating this game every 5 to 10 minutes for a ship that is fucking doomed. We are down to 1 oxygen. We have no one who can scan for planets, really. Freida is the current commander, so she's the only one who could jump us, unless we had someone with a ton of AP who could use the hacker kit. Basically, it's just not looking very good for us. Is it possible that we can pull out of this and survive? Yes. Is it likely? No. Hua says she can check back in half an hour. I guess that's whenever I'll check back too. I don't know how much of this I'll record. We'll see. I'll definitely come back before I make my march up there. Or as I make my march up there. Well, hello crew and welcome back. It's day 5, cycle 6, and Roland has big plans. Here's the plans. You can pause it for a second. Basically, I'm going to be carrying the anatomy rifle and 2 lenses, and me and Hua are going to commando our way to the refectory where we're going to eat, and then move apparently to the center Bravo turret. Which I'm not really sure why I'm going to move there, but that's where I'm going to move. Okay, let me refresh this page. I don't know if Roland's big plan here is going to work, but let's do this, Hua. Dropping my walkie and picking up the rifle. We'll move out of the rooms when you show up. I'm dropping my rifle, which means I lose all of this. So this is important. Walk together to the refectory. Each eat a ration. Do not cook them. Walk together. Terrence moves. Terrence will strike first. Let's see. Walk together. Terrence will strike first. Then he will move. Okay, so basically I shoot her and then move to the center Bravo turret. Shoot her. Move to center Bravo turret. Anatomy rifle. It's got 1 shot. And I can move out of that room for free. So whenever Hua shows up in here, which will hopefully be soon, if it takes too long, I'll have to just pause the recording and wait until I get into place to shoot Freida. Yeah, without my walkie, I have no map. I have no way to communicate with the crew. I absolutely hate dropping my walkie. And if I thought we had any other way to kill Freida, I would probably do it. All I can do is roll back and forth here. Waiting for who to step into this damn room. 'Cause I'm not coming back in. We still don't know who the other Mush is. It could be Hua. Okay, Hua entered the room. Go to the central corridor. This plan is underway. The most daring plan I've ever seen in a Mush game. The most detailed plan I've ever seen typed up. Gotta guard the door in case Freida bursts through, XCOM style. And Terrence drags on a cigarette in this hallway right here, waiting for the plan to go down. We already know that some people are going to start dying in a cycle or two, but it's still possible we could kill Freida, find a planet, and then go to the planet. And only lose like 4 or 5 people due to suffocation in the process. Okay, who is in here? Is there anyone AFK in the refectory? No. 3 rations, not gonna... Wonder if I should waste AP cooking it. No, because I don't think I'll get any extra. I wish I could repair it, that would be nice. Then we could cook it for free. Okay, I'll just consume it. It'll make me lose a little bit of morale and I'll get 1 less AP. Okay. Who is in here? Gain 4 AP. Then we go to the center hallway, and then I can dive into whichever room Freida is in. I don't actually know which room she's in. I know that there was a person in the lab and the med lab. Which means I can move into either room and then move out for no AP. Another sad ending to the ship as far as I'm concerned. But we're not going down without a fight. That's the important part. Come on, Hua. Eat that meal quickly. I don't really know where I was supposed to drop the lenses and the anatomy rifle now that I think about it. Son of a bitch. Was I supposed to drop it in the room that Freida was in? Did the lenses actually help with the knife? I know that they tested it. I could pause this recording and check the footage, but no. Okay, who is here? Terrence, it's almost the moment of truth. There's an extinguisher. It's just a shame I can't use that as a weapon. And once who is in here, first we'll dive into the med lab, because I'm going to assume that Freida has taken up residence on the bed. At the very least, I don't think she spored anybody. Who has entered the room? Okay. Let's check out the med lab here. No, there's Chun. Some other pills. Freida's not been in here. There she is. She's still got the astrophysicist skill. We're gonna fire. It takes 3 AP because Ion is in here. That's insane. But we open up fire on her. And she's dead. Amazing. 1 shot, 1 kill. Terrence rained bullets on Freida. And that's 1 mush down. So I think we'll go back out to this lab here. I need to get my walkie-talkie. I'll take the anatomy rifle back with me. I wonder if Hua's still in here. Come on, game. Yay, we got Sporophobe and Rifleman. Crap, I can go 1, 2, but I can't actually make it out into the front hallway again. Son of a gun. Hopefully Hua will come back out here. And then I can make my way back to the dorms. For now, I think I'm just going to pause the video and end this recording. Whenever we come back, hopefully I'll be in the dorms. But I've got to wait and keep spamming this and hoping that Hua comes back through and sees me out here. I could also dive onto the bridge and take a couch, but I want my walkie. Okay, Hua has shown up in the hallway, so we've been invited to join a private conversation. There we go. I was trying to find out how to invite Hua, but I think she was inviting me. Mind taking me back to the dorm? I really want my walkie-talkie. I'm going to the bridge. Are you headed for Alpha Dorm? Yep. Just need help through... Yep, just need help through the hallway. I don't need to go all the way. Don't need to be walked all the way anyways. So hopefully Hua's still in the hallway here. At least Hua knows how to do private conversations with people who don't have walkies. That's awfully kind of her. I have a little bit of faith that we might be able to recover from this. Not much, and there's definitely going to be a lot of death on the way. I wonder if I could break down an extinguisher to get an oxygen capsule. I don't have the AP for it anyways. Well, no, I wouldn't. Okay. Hua is gonna go knife Giole, then she'll be back. I'm gonna move to this hallway here. Hopefully Hua's still in the hallway. That'll save me 1 AP, then I can go 1, and then back into the dorm. Actually, that'll be fine. Because I don't have Aldane, I don't know how long Hua's going to take. I really do need to start getting ready for bed. Okay. Drop the lenses. At least a lens. Enough of one to pick up my walkie-talkie again. Find out what's been going on. Maybe I can still get updates. Woo. Headshot. Or at least a vital organ. Okay. So there's a little bit of chat here. What was Freida saying before we killed her? I didn't even bother to check. Chun goes, "Hey Terrence, do you mind? We're having the biggest argument in humanity's history here." And I go, "Sorry, I'll get back to preparing for suffocation." I hyperventilate into a paper bag. Freida laughs. And she goes, you guys totally still have a chance. Just get the knife and the last oxygen capsule and stab anyone who tries to take it from you. So who do you think the other Mush is? I'm curious if there's any legit suspicions, and Chun edited what she said. Said you guys still totally have a chance. Get a knife and slit Freida's throat, and then get the last oxygen capsule and stab anyone who tries to take it from you. So there's a little bit of hope left with this crew. She can burn in hell in peace now. Gioeli bled out. He wasn't a Mush. At least we know he won't be captain. Yeah. Yeah, you Chun? Chun might be the commander now? I'm not entirely sure. Who will finish Gioeli off? It was an insurance policy to protect against the Mush. Anyways, whenever we return, it's probably going to be a new cycle. And I'm not sure if somebody will die just yet. It might be the cycle after the next one. But death is coming. Well, hello crew, and welcome to the last moments on this Mush ship. It really is a Mush ship now. It's just me and 2 other Mush. We have a minute 30 until cycle change, and basically after I went to bed earlier today, everyone started suffocating and being killed for the Mush. Nobody updated this channel. Yeah, Alicia sapped Chun's morale. Would demoralize, unfortunately, so she died shortly after I went to bed. This channel was never updated again. Favorites was never updated again. It was just a long line of people suffocating. Actually, Chun only died 2 hours ago from suffocation. Finola wasn't a Mush, but she died from suffocation. Right now, it's just Alicia and somebody else alive, and they're in the front of this ship. I've got a blaster, a lens. Actually, I need to be laying down. I was like, what I'm going to do if I survive through this cycle change and don't suffocate, it's a 33% chance that I'm going to suffocate. I'm going to arm myself, go out there, and see what I can do to kill those last 2 Mush before I go to work. Alicia was a Mush. She's just laughing at us. Oxygen reservoir is broken. Ian died of fatal depression. At least we know he wasn't a Mush. Pretty much everyone dying from suffocation and fatal depression. It's amazing. Let's see who died. Was it me this time? Did I wake up just in time to see my own death? Yep. So fuck my plans. Anyways. Oh well. Oh well. One shit for the non-Mush, pretty much. One ship commander after the other. The Mush keeping way too quiet. I had no idea that Alicia was a Mush. No suspects, no idea at all. Same with Freida. They just bided their time until I think we were fucked anyways. They didn't have to do much, is what I'm saying. I didn't like Paola or Janice or Chow or Ian. Raluca, she was sweet. Gioeli was inactive. Chun was good. Hua was good. Steven was inactive. Finola was good. Roland. Can't really say I liked Alicia. She was inactive for a long time. Jin Su. I don't even know what his problem was. Freida, you were okay, but you were inactive most of the time too. Probably one of the easiest ways to play a Mush. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of advice there. Just play quietly. Blend in with the inactives, the half-actives, the newbies, and you'll almost never get killed, like Alicia. Okay. The ship's not over with yet, unfortunately. At least I don't think it is. There's 2 Mush tagging along. I'm not sure if it waits until they die. Yeah, it does. So whenever we return on another ship, I don't know who will be. I'm starting to run out of characters that I really want to play. Like, I'm probably not going to play Ian. Maybe Roland. Probably not Gioeli. So at this point, I'm going to have to start going back through the characters and playing some of them over again. Maybe I'll even get to play Kwan T, my favorite character.